Coming into this season, we thought we could be pretty tough. And as the season went on, we kept thinking, we are pretty tough, actually. And then we didn't know if we could even win a playoff game, and we did, and then we won another one, and all of a sudden we're in the quarterfinals, and myself and all of us coaches are going, oh my gosh, how did this happen? It was all just a whirlwind, and a whirlwind for the kids too. And so you go with it. You say, oh my goodness, we're here, and I think we can go with these guys. Welcome to Film Friday. It is the quarterfinals of the state playoffs. And this matchup took us to Washington, Illinois. And Washington had been ranked number 1 or 2, bouncing back and forth in the state rankings all year long. They've had a very good program, and they've been good for years. Coach Crouch over there does a great job. I really respect him. And we knew coming in, when the brackets came out, us being who we were, never having been there, you don't really look ahead much, but you do see that, hey, if somehow we found a way to keep winning, we do feed into the number 1 team in the state, but, we're a long way from worrying about that. But all of a sudden, here we are worrying about it. And when we came out to the field, they were what we thought they were, which was very, very big and physical defensively, and that was their MO all year. They were a great defensive team. They really averaged, I think they averaged giving up around 14 points a game, and they did have one game where they gave up 28 points. They still won that game, but they're coming into this game 11-0 in a defense that was special. We felt like we had a good game plan coming in, though, thinking we do have really good speed, and we play hard, and maybe we can go with them. One other thing, in their previous round matchup, they had lost their quarterback in their second half of their game. They won 12-7 over another kind of Illinois power at our size schools, Sterling, Illinois, and that was a defensive battle. And they lost their quarterback in the second half, and they'd bring in 1 or 2 other kids. So we knew their quarterback was going to be out, which no doubt hurt them in this game. But they still had a big-time running back, number 7, who you'll see, and a very good wide receiver. In fact, a fantastic wide receiver, as good as any we've seen, in number 24. So we knew we still had our hands full, and we still had to move the ball on a defense that no one really could move the ball on. So we had our hands full, but let's go play the game. They kicked us. I'm not sure where the kickoff went, but it was not on our film. And sure enough, we just open up. Let's go and see if we can get a little time to throw. And we do, and let's see what we can complete. We get just a little bit of time to throw, but that heat comes late, man. Now, we do end up getting a little pressure late. Look at that. This is this outside linebacker here. Outside linebacker right here, and I think a middle linebacker right here. Both end up putting pressure on us. You can see this guy right here must have been reading guards, because he really gets out here in a hurry. Faster than I think he would have gotten if he was not reading guards. But quarterback feels a lot of pressure. Number 24 is all over our tight end. And we just kind of throw it in the dirt. So not a great way to open up the game. Here we go, buck sweep into the boundary. And this is tough because you guys can't, the camera is not very high in this game. So you're really not going to get a real great view. So I apologize for that, but it is what it is. But you see, here we go, buck sweep. Man, that inside backer just blows up our guard. My first guard passes him up. My second guard, he blows him up. And there's really just no room. And we just get stuffed. So we're stuck 3rd and long right out of the gates. That's a tough way to start. Go to Rocket. We know we're good at Rocket. We really wanted to come and crack block. How does our crack block? Do we connect on it? Here's 21. No, we don't really. He kind of misses. And watch this. 17 gets loose inside of him and continues to pressure the play off of that missed cracked block. It's good for maybe 3 yards or so. Real tough way to start off. Again, knowing that you got your hands full with a great defense, and they come out and just absolutely stuff you. Luckily, we get a good punt off. But look where they start, man. They're starting inside our 50. That is a tough way to start the game. It was, a little side note here, it was an absolutely beautiful day. Beautiful day. Late October. No, it was November. beautiful November day. Here we go. They're very multiple, much more multiple than teams we had seen in the previous 2 weeks. They would get under center. They would play with tight ends. They would go gun to and spread you out, but just very multiple. We did finally learn from our previous 2 weeks. And we finally went into that Sunday meeting as coaches and said, stop changing everything. We're just running the simplest form of our defense that we can to give ourselves a chance to slow somebody down. Because our only chance was to stay simple. We couldn't just change and adjust things on the fly. They come out and they're kind of going big right out the gates. Play action to a tight end. Can't make the throw. My hound does a nice job of changing direction right here. You see that? 35 right here. Takes 2 read steps, bails. He's just under him. Would take a really great throw to beat him. And that quarterback can't quite make it. Got in a 2nd and 10. They go ISO. And look at the movement that they get. They were big and strong. We usually play pretty well against ISO, but you can see my nose guard. If you're able to watch him really get just kind of his butt kicked. Boom, look at that. He's getting a lot of heat, and he gets driven back 5 yards, man. Again, these guys, they had a real big, strong physical team. I'm pretty sure they have their whole offensive line back too this year. They'll likely be a load again. That brings up 3rd and 5. They're sticking with that same formation, a little quick play action, and try to throw this out to the hitch. And you could see they've got us. My monster really bites on that play action right here. He bites on the play action. He's late getting out to the hitch. And my corner is really, really playing off and giving him a lot of room. Boy, a good throw there would have hurt us. But I mean, at the very least for a first down, no doubt about it. Can't connect, though. That's one of the tough things, man. Bringing in a backup quarterback, all those little throws that were at one time easy become very difficult. We did at that time on 3rd down, 4th downs, we do bring in our top 2 corners. And we know that this guy right here, number 21, he's a real special kid. Can really lock a guy down at times. So we wanted to bring him in, get him on 24, because 24 we knew was special. They just go with a now pass, and I'm sure expect 24 to beat you because he's good. Turns on the jets, but 21, look at that, just snags him by the hip and stops him, and they're not able to convert that first down. Okay, so that gives us the ball back. Hey, we'll take it. We still haven't turned the tide of the field position, but we'll take it. An offsides penalty by them made it 1st and 5. Don't you love starting off 1st and 5? We come right to trap, and we come trap here to the bottom of the screen. We go tackle over and trap. And look at number 1 linebacker here. This number 1 linebacker do a nice job of knifing back underneath the trap and getting in on this play. Man, the play action out here on this play action with this motion does not hold number 1 at all. He does a nice job of reading the blocks and making this play. All right, a little tight end trade. See if we can mess with these guys. We knew they were really scrambling hard to flip-flop their defense to where our tight end would go. So that's, I think, where you want to be. Try trading and see what that does to a team's defense. All right, we come trap the other way. And boy, that didn't help us a whole lot, but look at our fullback go, man. Didn't he horse? All right, it's good for a first down. Right back to rocket. I like that we run this rocket into the boundary, and we're balanced up here. Good crack block, good arc release by my number 8 over there, my wing back. And that gives us, well, probably 2nd and short. So we keep things balanced. We show rocket again, but we're going to go to the air. I remember this very well, being nervous for this throw. And look at that, man. You know, that play, you know, we hate 7-on-7. Because we go play people on 7-on-7, and all we can throw is boot 150 times because every other one of our play actions has no chance of working. We ran this play action pass all summer long. It will never be open in the summer. But it's very rarely ever covered during the season. Look at this. Quarterfinals of state playoffs. Follow it up right after we run rocket in the boundary, come back, boom, fake the crack, get down the seam, and he's open, and we connect, man. It was underthrown, but he was so wide open that he walks it into the end zone. That was such an exhilarating feeling. I'll never forget it. Just watching that thing pop wide open. You know, you practice something, a certain play all year long. You get into a big-time situation against a team that you feel like maybe they're too much for you. And all of a sudden, stuff like that pops, and you just get this feeling inside like, Oh my gosh, it worked. You just feel giddy like a little kid. That was a great play, great execution, man. We had time to throw. Wow, super proud right there. And we go up 7-0. We got a kick, we go onside, and look at that, man. That got hairy right there. Look at this. The kid comes up, misses it. We kind of smoke him. We don't teach our onsiders to hit the other guy at all. We only teach this. Compete for the ball. We don't get there and say, you take him out. No. You have landmarks. You're running at him because you're going to compete with him for the ball. You're running at him because you're going to compete with him for the ball. But sometimes kids, they do what's natural. This kid comes up to make the play, and he gets smoked. I'm not sure if we get this back. We don't get it back, but boy, that had to be a little bit of a scare. So they go to their shotgun, and look at this, just missed timing, miscommunication. That quarterback is not even ready for that snap in the slightest. Boy, that really hurts. Wow. Man, they're reeling right now. 2nd and super long. Stay with their spread, and they just kind of throw it up. Look at that. That quarterback really just throws it up. He don't like the heat that he's getting. They don't protect it real well. My guys do a nice job of getting some pressure. And we're looking good in that cover 3 back deep. All right, they go to their little wildcat. Look at that. All right, they go wildcat. This is 7, super special. He's one of those 2 or 3-time Illinois State champion wrestlers. Number 24 is electric. I'm sure he's a 4.5 speed type kid, about 6'2", 6'3", and they just put in this wildcat type package. I know that's an old term, but everybody kind of knows that language. Put their 2 studs back there, a little power read, give it to 24, and you could see the wheels on him. Look at this. Look at the wiggle and the burst. Boom. Boy, he is something, but my safety does a real nice job. Here's my safety here. Watch him gum downhill and make an ankle tackle here. I really wish there was a way to better drill ankle tackles. At the end of the day, it's just got to be something that a kid is willing to do. That makes it 4th and long for them and in bad position, so they've got to punt to us. And all of a sudden, we really can't believe it, but the momentum is ours. I don't know. I don't know if I'm doing a good job expressing. I think as much as you tell yourself we can go with these guys, you still can't help but come in and go, oh my gosh, we're going with them. Tons of momentum right now. They're reeling a little bit. They do have us buried down in the 20, but let's see if we can just get to work. Calm our own nerves down and do what we do. Here we go. Tackle over belly, and really not a whole lot of room. But look at this guy. Watch this. I need you to see this. Right here was their stud. I don't know who's who now anymore. They had 2 gigantic D tackles. I know one was number 99. This looks like number 92. But my tackle right here, this is my skinny tackle. He comes to block down, and he just whiffs. This guy just dodges his block and gets in on the play. Watch this. Whoop! He just slips it and gets in on the play. Okay, this hurts again. I really like my ex-receiver right here, how hard he works to make this block. He even ends up leaving his feet to make this block. I love that. Boom. But you can see where we fail. My tackle over right here, this was my tackle. We're balanced. He does not make the block on the DN. The DN makes the play. Okay, we need him to make that play. That puts us in 3rd and long. Ooh, I like the call, crisscross. Whoa, look at that open up, man. Wow, look at this. Let's watch this thing open. Again, they're probably expecting some sort of boot, so they get motion away, and they're bringing this D-end hard, and this outside linebacker is coming hard. They're bringing 2 guys off the edge. And a lot of teams would do that to us on 3rd and long because, we're very likely to boot. We just are. But if you catch a team doing it and you go crisscross, look at this. Look at that, man. Look at my tackle does a great job of picking up the kick out. And here comes my tight end, man. 89 was tough as nails. Well, he is. He's coming back. What a great lead blocker. He just peels around, leads up, and doesn't even lose a step in this. Boom. Good execution on the handoff. And let's face it, when you're giving it to just stud running backs, look at this. Boom, nice move, good acceleration, good burst of speed. And not only a 1st down, but about a 40-yard carry. That's unbelievable. Okay, just bring some rocket action this way, invert our wing, just go ISO. Okay, a little bit of room. We're rotating our B-backs, trying to give our big safety a little bit of time off. kid does a nice job picking us up, probably about 5 yards. Now see, we really wanted to just go hitch here. And my quarterback bails on the protection. We just kind of give this brief wall-looking protection. And my quarterback bails, and it hurts us that he does. This protection is not built for scrambling at all. I try to tell these kids, when we're in quick game, man, if you don't like it, QB, you got to eat it and just go north-south. And if you get sacked for 0, then great for us. This hurts us. We don't want to get sacked for -8. First and second and very long. Okay, come back with another little counter play. It's not crisscross. Just fake the rocket. Come back, little tackle trap right here. And really just not enough action away. Not enough blocking up front. And they've really just got too much there for us to get a good look at all. All right, right back to we balance things up again. Oh, look at this. We decide to throw it. Wow, okay. Look at that. Now I know why. It is 4th and 6. That is tough to make a good call on 4th and 6. My quarterback turns wrong. He's supposed to open this way right here. I mean, he's not supposed to roll this way, but his shoulders are supposed to open this way. He kind of does a full 360 here to get this throw off. Nice job by my tight end settling into an open zone. He finds a little open zone. He settles up, and he makes a look at the protection too. Nice job. Good protection. He settles up, turns it into good 2-3 yards after the catch, and that's good for a first down. That's a big time. 4th and 7s, those are hard to convert, man. Dive to our big stud, and he turns it into 3-4. You can't go wrong with 3 or 4 yards on first down inside the 20. All right, we come to boot. My quarterback really, look at that. Who is this that's hurting us out here? Look at how little. See, that we're down blocking here and trying to get this hooked with our guard. And they are getting an end here, an outside backer here. He's really just getting a lot of heat. And they're fast enough. Look at that. That outside backer doesn't even come. That is just that DN getting heat right there. Forces a bad throw. And look at that. They picked that off. 24. Now I remember this. I had forgotten all about this. Look at 24. 24 has to, he runs with my tight end all the way across. That's not even him. Here he is. He runs with my tight end all the way across. Quarterback makes a bad throw. And 24 picks that ball off of his shoelaces to pick that off. Man, that stinks because we just put together a great drive and get it picked off inside the 10. All right, they go back under center, double tight, I formation, just quick dive, and look at that. They drop it, man. They drop it. I'm not sure that we forced that at all. They just fumble that exchange, and we get the ball back. I mean, that's first quarter jitters by them. That's, quarterfinals a heck of a hard time to bring in a new quarterback. I feel bad for him. Look at this. We show dive. Our fullback's the man. He just rushed for 200 yards plus in each of the previous 2 games. So you got to respect him. And the quarterback always bellies back a little too far on this play. But he makes a nice little fake pitch and takes it north-south. And just watch this run. Just hard-nosed run. Look, he's got room now. He gets tied up. And he shakes that tackle. And then his offensive line just carries him into the end zone. He literally just carries him in, and he even ends on his feet. You notice that the camera goes out because nobody can figure out what the heck's going on. They throw a flag right here. I've never known what the flag was on. All I know is the touchdown was good. What a weird play, but we're up 13-0. This could make it 14-0 in the first quarter of the quarterfinals. And there it is, 14-0, good guys. And we're just trying to keep our cool. Guys on the headsets, you get amped. Here I am. Look at me. I'm kind of swaying back and forth like, I remember my dad always says, it's never as good as it seems. He always says that. Hey, it's never as bad as you think it is, and it's never as good as you think it is. So there I am, rocking back and forth, telling myself, it's never as good as you think it is. Keep your cool. This game's going to get close. They're ranked number 1 in the state for a reason. Just enjoy the good start. You better keep playing ball. I'm nervous as heck. All right, now we get the wind to our back, and look at how easily my kicker puts that in the end zone, man. We allow him to get his full run up, puts it in the end zone. In fact, he puts it, I mean, you can see the flags up here. Look at these flags up here. That wind was blowing hard. Put that in the end zone, and now let's start them deep. And we do. Nice kick. 1-8. Well, that's my quarterback's number. 1-9. That's my kicker's number. Trips. They run the ball out of trips. They got a little bit of room. Not a ton. You can see I got my stack linebacker here. He's apexed out a little bit to respect the trips, especially when number 24 is right there because he's so darn good. And they just run something back to the other side. Looks like they do try to pull a guard. Not sure the down right now, but it looks like they got about 5 to go. I think he jumped. Sticking with their spread stuff, you can see we're just truly in our cover 3. I can see my guys matching up. Good feet by my outside backer. Passes off that inside route. Probably doesn't need to collision him there, but I don't hate that he collisions him. And he opens up. I just don't like that he gets spun around because that slows you down to get to this out from number 2. All right, the out is completed, but my dog just does such a nice job here wrapping this up. Kind of almost clotheslined the kid, but it was a great tackle, and we're not able to convert on a first down here. They really need to convert something right now to get us off of them because they're reeling. They're down 14-0 in the first quarter and pinned on their own 20, 3rd and 5. We get a little bit of pressure. Look at that. I love this right here. You got to teach your kids to do this. At least in our system, when we move in and you see pass and he bounces, spin off and pursue flat. And watch what a good job my DN there does. Look, spins out and pursues flat. And look at the heat that he puts on that quarterback and really forces an errant throw, man. That's my DN forcing an errant throw. I'm really proud of that. This kid has settled in his comeback. But this is a 6'3" outside backer, man. That kid's got to put this over this kid's head to thread that in here. And you just can't do that under that kind of pressure. There are quarterbacks out there that could, but Washington didn't have one. Now they got to punt to us. Boy, they are really in trouble now. Oh my gosh, I can't believe. I just can't even believe it. None of us can right now. 14-0, our ball on the 50. Could we really put them in trouble right now? 14-0, you can come back from that. 21-0 in the first quarter, that's putting some serious heat on. And look at that trap right away. We trapped their big man. See that? There's 99. I remember coming in. Here's 99. We're coming in thinking we need to trap away from 99. He's too big and too good. We need to trap away from him. And then in the first quarter we realized, whoa, actually, we think we need to trap him because he's the one that's running upfield. And look at this. So we decide this series, we come back, we say we're going to trap 99 instead of trying to trap away from him. We trap at him and watch 99 come running upfield. Whoop. And then we just run right by him with the trap. Boom. We get our lineman down to backer, and we're able to pop a first down trap for a solid 9 to 10 yards. Right back with dive. Nothing big, but enough for that 3 yards on the first down. I just noticed, I don't know why I was calling this first quarter still. We're already in the second quarter. This is going fast. Look at that. We try to go crack seam again, and it is there again. Look at that. We fake the crack, burst the seam, and it's open. We get time. Great protection. Look at my tackle right here. Look at 52. Man, just sitting back. Listen. You O-line pros that your guys pass pro and you're doing your kick slides, don't criticize my guys' kick slides. You know how often we kick slide? Never. We don't ever kick slide. This is just my kid being a very good, aware player that he had no immediate pressure and he fans back. He's just doing that on his own. I'm so proud of him. We get time and we just barely miss. That's a shot worth taking, man. Oh my goodness. Somehow we get penalized. Must have been a hold somewhere. I did not see it. We go back to crisscross, a little bit of room. Not quite as big as we had originally, but good for 5 to 6. That's going to put us back at 3rd and 10. Here we go. Tight end trade over into an X over. Quick motion, and look at that. We trap him again. Right back at trapping 99. We didn't care where he was, man. The kid was in a 2-eye. Nope, no he wasn't. It looks like he's in a 2, but we get under him. My guard does a nice job getting under him. We trap him again, and look at the room. All right, here we go. Little dive again. Look at the fullback go, man. Look at the get off. I love this back. Look at the low back. He is not big at all. That guard right there is 100. He wrestled 160 pounds. Oh, that's not true. He didn't make the cut this year. He stayed at 170. He wrestled 170 pounds, and he came into the season at 175. That's how big that kid is. Rocket action. Right back to our ISO play. Oh my gosh, the ball pops out. Are you kidding me? Boom. Ah. You kick yourself. We got probably one of the best fullbacks in the state. He's playing full-time defense, and so you think to yourself, you got to get him rest, and you probably do. And this kid's a good fullback, but the kids were just kind of giving him some grief this morning at weightlifting. He has a tendency to fumble from time to time, and he coughs this one up at a crucial time, man. Man, we had him on the ropes. All right, look at that. They're running a guy in from the sideline, and they go to power I. They're in power I. We're going to try to bring as much heat as we can against this. Nice job by my Mike linebacker taking on the ISO block right here. Look at 20. Boom, takes on the ISO block, and we just have too many people there. Not a whole lot doing. Can't exactly tell what they're trying to get done there as far as their blocking scheme goes, but we are getting a lot of guys to the ball, and they're just not able to mow us. Again, the big, strong team, I think they'd had a lot of success running the ball during the year, and they're just not able to right now. And look at that. There's another hiccup by them. It was like they didn't know their snap count somehow. Like it's the second time. Look, nobody starts. The center just snaps it. Is that a quarterback fault or is that the center's fault? I mean, that looks like center's fault to me. The center's the only guy that moves. Every other guy on their team is caught off guard. Boy, they wasted a chance. They at least get to turn the field position. We're about ready to score. They at least kick our butts out of scoring range and back onto our side of the field. So it's still a win for them. Okay, coming out of a timeout by them. Rocket action into the boundary, and we just go, is that wedge? Is that trap action with a wedge blocking? And it is. We just want to kind of punch them in the mouth. And look at the push that we're getting. And that's momentum for you right there. Look at that push. Boom, initial contact at 2 or 3. But that kid falls forward for 6-7 yards. All right, come on, boys. Don't cough this one up now. Dive option again. I don't know what it was we were seeing that we wanted to keep running dive that way. We need to reevaluate. I'm going to go back and watch that end zone cam and see what were we seeing that we liked so much with dive. And look at the fullback. You see that stud come popping out the other side. Look, nothing but crap, right? And then he dives out the other side, cast and all. Wow. Rocket action back this way. Look at that. We crack block and we get a good piece of this outside backer finally. Boom. We get my other wing arced up. Look at that. Boom. And look at my tight end make this reach. Boom. You see him get that sealed off, man? That's impressive. Nice job. And we got some room to run. And boy, this kid, number 7, is so fast. Look at this burst. Boom. Number 20, thank goodness for them, number 24 is about as fast because he snags them by the jersey. Woo! Boy, we could punch this in. Belly. Oh, and look at the room. Look at how, wow. Oh my gosh, I get so stinking excited watching this. Look at that, man. Right after a real good rocket. Now we go back with tackle over, and look what we do. We go tackle over. Normally this tackle, that's 66. And this is 52. Normally 52 is the inside tackle. We take our bigger guy and we put him on the outside when we go tackle over. But we noticed that our little guy on tackle over when we go belly couldn't handle big number 92. He couldn't handle him. 92 was too much for him. So we let 66 take him. And sure enough, 66 handles him. And that allows us, which is even better because this is where 52 is so good, 52 is allowed to get to backer. Man, he gets off the ball and gets the backer, and that is just a tough, boom, looking belly and a great running back, man. Look at that. Punches it in. That's 20 to nothing. This is going to make it 21-0 second quarter in the quarterfinals. And we really felt pressure right here. to keep them on their heels. A little bit of confusion here in our alignment. Quarterback keeps it. That's back to that. Is that wildcat look? It's some sort. Nope, that's their quarterback. That's good for about 5 yards. Come on, Maroons. Keep them out. All right, bring 24. Man, anytime I see 24 going in motion, I get worried because you know they're just trying to get him open. And look at that crosser, and sure enough, they do. Oh, what is it about those plays, man? You just bring a guy in motion a little bit. You switch him up. He used to be number 1. All of a sudden, he becomes number 2 by motion, and he slips in. Man, and you see my hound just barely misses that tackle. Look at him get loose, man. Once again, schematically, we're almost all over it, but just this number 7, again, 2-time, maybe 3-time wrestling state champ. I think 2-time. But look at that. Okay, notice this guy up. What does that mean when he's going to be up? Does it mean either a lead blocker for ISO, or does it mean that he's likely up to pass protect? Usually it's one of those two things. Okay, they see something, they switch sides. I wonder what causes that. ISO. They feel like they had a good bubble over here. That makes sense, right? You're looking at it and you're going, oh, wait, they have no linebacker here, so they switch them. Well, when they switch them, we switch back and we get a linebacker back. Something for a penalty, maybe a false start. They're in all sorts of trouble, man. Wish I could see the pressure we're getting. And the quarterback just throws it up. Oh, pick that off. Take it. Our ball. I can't remember how much time was left, but I think it was short time, and we're just kind of thinking, let's just take this in. We go with that little, we can call that flash. We show a lot of action away and try to just hit quick tackle trap back, but nothing doing for us. And that is going to be it for the half. Can you believe what you just saw? I can't. We were able to score 21 points on a fantastic defense. What a game. What a start. They're in trouble. They don't have their quarterback. They can't run the ball either. That's probably the biggest problem. It's bigger than not having a quarterback because they're also not having success running the ball. We got them in trouble. Now, we know very well they ain't dead. And so we go in at half, and we're just trying to keep our heads on straight. And that is not easy to do when you're in the quarters and your kids are about to come out of their shoes with excitement. Will you join me next Friday for Film Friday again? It's the second half of the quarterfinals against Washington at their place, and we're up 21-0. Hey, like, subscribe, comment below. Let's talk some football. I'll see you next Friday right here. Be sure to check out chiefpigskin.com. I've just released my 4-video series on the simplest 3-5-3. You can also find more high-quality content from championship-level coaches, or feel free to look us up if you have a desire to sell your own content on chiefpigskin.com.